today's show. I want to believe that you've been taking time to get to know yourself, because we said in our last episode that when you get to know yourself, then you develop self-awareness. You don't have to walk through this life as a stranger to your own self. Don't be a stranger to your own life for the whole of your life. There are people who have come to this world and they left without ever getting to notice consciously that they actually existed. Okay, so you don't have to be among the masses and the crowds that walk through life as strangers to their own self. Get to know yourself, get to understand your world, because it is from your own world, or rather it is from getting to get aware about your own awareness, that the rest of the world shines in your world. What do I mean by that? Okay, once you get aware, once you get to be aware of your own self, you realize that the world around you actually exists based on your awareness. So you come first. Once you get to be aware of your own self and of your awareness, then everything else finds its existence in your own awareness. All right? Okay? In short, or in other words, what I'm trying to say is that if you don't get to be aware of your own awareness, then it means that everything else becomes strange around you. It's only your awareness that brings to life every other thing that exists in this life. Okay? For instance, someone who has never seen an helicopter, or someone who has never seen a jet, that jet does not exist in their world. But once they get to be aware of the fact that that thing exists, then it's their awareness that brings it to life, or rather it's their awareness, or rather it's the awareness they have about that particular thing that makes that thing to exist. That's how important self-awareness is. That's how important self-awareness is, because it brings everything else around you to life. So in such a case, you realize that you begin to get awakened to the realities around you, the possibilities around you, and you even get awakened to new possibilities around you as you get to know yourself and as you get to be aware of your own awareness. All right? Okay, so today we were supposed to talk about the importance of self-awareness, and that's exactly what we are talking about. Just that I was trying to give us a recap of our last episode's content. Okay, all right. I want to trust that you're having a nice time. I want to believe that you're enjoying our show. So kindly, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Kindly click that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell, because we got great stuff lined up for you. And I want to believe that everything that we're going to bring to you will add value to your life and will make you a better person from what you are today. It'll make you a better person. All right? So just like we have just said, your own self-awareness brings every other thing around you into existence. Everything else around you comes to life because you yourself are alive and are alive to your own self. Okay? All right? Okay? So what I want to say today is that that's the first importance of getting to know yourself. You awaken the world around you. You awaken the world around you. Getting to know yourself also helps you to identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Getting to know yourself helps you to identify your strengths and your weaknesses, and at the same time helps you to make proper and right decisions that are custom made to your particular identity or the particular you. All right, okay, you make decisions that are custom made to suit your life as a person, because you realize that every person that comes to this life is very unique. You don't have to live life as a photocopy of someone else. Kindly don't copy someone else's life. Discover your own life and live your life. That's the best way to live your life. That's the best way to find fulfillment and contentment in this life, when you know that you have identified the unique you, the special you, and you're busy expressing that uniqueness to the rest of the world. You're busy expressing that uniqueness to the rest of the world. Okay? All right? So as I have said, you're unique in every way. So everyone has a life to manifest their weakness, their uniqueness to the rest of the world. So don't live your life trying to imitate another person. Don't live your life trying to imitate another person. Identify your own purpose and build yourself up and build your own empire. We have many of us that are living life just building other people's lives. Okay, when I say this, I'm not trying to say that you don't build other people or that you don't support other people. No, you realize that when you love yourself, embrace yourself, get to understand yourself, then relating to other people positively becomes part and parcel of who you are, and that's where supporting other people comes in. But what I'm trying to address here is your own purpose as an individual, because everyone that comes to this life has their own life to manifest. They have their own God side to show the world, to manifest the world. When you don't manifest the unique you, then you deny the world the pleasure of getting to know the other side of creation, or the other side of our maker, right? We are all manifestations of our creator. That someone is understanding exactly what I'm trying to say. So live your life, manifest the unique you, and life will become more beautiful, life will become more satisfying. And when everyone brings something to the table, then this life becomes a beautiful place to be. This life becomes a beautiful place to be. Okay? When you identify your strengths, then you are able to make decisions as to what exactly you need to find yourself doing every other day. All right? Then you are on your path to a better life now and even in future. All right? Okay? So once you get to know yourself, then you become comfortable with who you are and accept yourself just as you are. Remember in the previous episode we said that you need to love yourself. Once you get to know who you are, love yourself, embrace yourself, and just know that you're unique, and gather courage to manifest who you are. Once you get to know who you are, nothing bothers you anymore. Okay? Once you get to find yourself in the presence of many other people, you manifest who you are. You dare to be yourself. All right? You dare to be yourself. You do not try to pretend to look like someone else, because you're living your life. You're managing your own life, okay? You're the leader of your life. You determine what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, and you manifest yourself for who you really are to the core. All right? You manifest yourself as who you really are without fear. All right? So getting to know yourself should dispel the fear of being judged. Okay? Because it no longer matters what someone else judges you to be. You already know yourself. You've accepted yourself. You're comfortable with yourself. You embrace yourself. So when someone else does not approve you for who you are, then it's none of your business, and rather it's their business instead. Okay? So whether others judge you, positive or negative, is really their business. It's not your business, because you're manifesting who you are and you're daring to be yourself. You have the courage to be who you are, because when you are who you are, that's when you experience life at its utmost. Okay? That's when you live life and experience it at its highest level. Okay? Getting to know yourself, or giving yourself attention in order to get to understand yourself, also brings to life the many potentials that you have, or rather the inexhaustible capabilities that are within you. Okay? Like, if I may give an example, in the current pandemic that we are facing, for example, we realize that most teachers found themselves jobless, or rather having totally nothing to do, because the schools were closed and stuff like that. Okay? So I'm very sure for the teachers that took their time to think through, some teachers that took time to call themselves a meeting and dig inside of themselves, they must have discovered something else that they could do besides teaching. For example, assuming you're feeding your children through the teaching salary and it's no longer coming through, do you starve the kids? Do you starve yourself? What happens? You find something else that you can do. So as you search yourself, other talents within you come to life. All right? If your mind was focused on one particular direction, your mind begins to wake up to other awesome and beautiful capabilities and realities and possibilities. Okay? You realize that there are many other things that you could do. You realize probably that you could cook a meal, you could cook this, you could cook that. Besides cooking, probably you could also do something else. Maybe you could probably do some other stuff, as you discover yourself, or rather as you search to get to know yourself more, you realize that you have more than one talent. You have more than one talent. You also there are many other things that you can do. There are many other things that you can do. So once you create a positive environment around you, because once you get to know yourself, then everything around and within you takes a positive note. And once you create a positive environment around you, then what you also project to the world is also positive, or rather you project what is already within you. So if what is within you is peace, then you will spread peace. If what is within you is positive energy, then that is what you will spread around. You will spread around positive energy. And when that happens, then the life around you becomes much better, because even the people around you will find you profitable around them. All right? The people around you will find you profitable around them, and you create and develop better relationships with other people. You create and develop better relationships with other people. Okay? All right? So manage your own life. Once you get to know yourself, you manage your own life. You self-regulate yourself based on your character. You self-regulate yourself based on your character. For example, if you know that you're weak in this area or that area, then you start working on that area so that you develop that area and grow positively in that direction. You give yourself room to grow. Okay? Your weaknesses are not meant to condemn you. Your weaknesses are not meant to make you feel bad about yourself. Your weaknesses are meant to give you, or rather to open your eyes to areas where you need to wake up and grow and grow. They give room for growth. They give room for growth. The same way, the positive side of you also, once it's nurtured, because we said in our last episode that you need to nurture your strengths. When you nurture your strengths, then in general you start growing and becoming a better person and creating a better world for yourself. You create a better world for yourself. Okay? All right? So I'll still keep insisting that you need to get to know yourself, dig deep to understand yourself, because the life we live here is very, very, very dynamic, and you cannot be able to live in a dynamic environment if you do not give room for flexibility. You have to give room for flexibility. All right? Okay? So if you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and switch on that notification bell, because as I said earlier, we've got great stuff lined up for you, and before the month ends we will have added value to our lives, and by the end of the month we should be able to say that I'm a better person now than when I first started. You need to grow and be able to see significant results. You should be able to see significant value added to your own life by your own self. You cannot be busy living another person's life. Live your life. Someone else's life into your own life. You are a unique person, you're a special person, and that's exactly what the world wants to see. The world wants to see the unique you, the world wants to see the special you. The world is waiting for that.